Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
So y'all on national. That gold one?
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
No.
Here's the second and 7. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around
but
the 37.
Did you hear me? I said you're on national
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but it
does. Game. That should open up his running game, too. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
You said what, Sam?
The first carry out for Benny Snell. And he'll get it out
he's talking hella low.
Midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
But his mic just ain't in his mouth ain't in the mic either. Oh, this is OG's time.
Swift, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
They try to quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up.
Oh, geez, I need you to be all
will take the bait and move
the NFC teams for your boys, man.
They can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All of them.
All the NFC teams, please, sir.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here.
Oh, nigga, because I need him to do that so I can make a play. In the NFC and the AFC.
Stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
That mama beating him up right now.
They'll go with Snell here on first down.
Did you say see it go, Chiefs?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 8.
I hate when they don't let me watch it.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's coming, y'all. He's coming. He's coming. He is coming. He is coming.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, my bad. He's wide open.
He goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Go on the center, man. She can run around with her cousins, man. You know what I'm saying? She gonna learn all type of shit here, man. She gonna come back fully developed, man. Cussing and everything.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first.
She gonna come back cussing and everything, son. So call on Cinder.
There's the first carry for Troy Cohen.
Oh, shit.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for
what is your shit?
7 yards.
Oh, the team
Boy,
is
the
on the
offensive line there,
page.
that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
Who said that? He said he posted the wrong league.
Big guys up front and
It don't matter, nigga. Niggas need to stop asking who is who. It's on the fucking page.
Yeah, right, OG.
Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Hey,
see, you stop letting the outside niggas come in here and beat the shit out you.
The previous carry looked pretty good. That one was a little tired. I don't know.
Please.
do not be rapping for the squad.
Y'all beat that nigga 3 times in a row the other day. You
Cohen out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 13 less than a yard.
And then you let JC come in here and talk bad to you.
This drive, now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here.
Hey, OGs, cut the party chat off on the
NFL.
Niggas can't hear my fucking back.
And catch it with equal proficiency.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that. And it
let's see. I don't know.
One to the left on 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Lock in.
Now it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. No score after one on EA Sports. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. First down, a run with Cohen. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. That's caught at the 3. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Trubisky will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Okay. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on that, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Come on, Mund.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Quick.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Hey, see. Now you can't fuck with me, right?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, he got blockers.
And he's into clear. 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And incomplete.
Trubisky's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and
10. Why is that him?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic.
Man.
Tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're getting up yardage.
10-man front.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They're going to look to throw. Going tough shot for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown.
How to get my quarterback up out here, EJ.
Juju Smith-Schuster. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have...
I just heard you. Oh, can you hear me? You hear me now?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
Give me that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Let's go.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20.
Come on, Swift.
And
Get in
did
here.
he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter.
Here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Youngster get a touchdown.
It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Yeah, that's because of Cordell.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Cat. Stop being
This
a
is
cat,
taken
bro.
at the 3.
Stop being a cat.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
No reason to get cattish. Real heat cliffish.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky, that is caught by
I
Cole.
missed that little motherfucker.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Oh, we back
And he's
there.
able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 4th down, and on comes Justin Vogel to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Out of the gun, they look to throw. Room past the 20. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Who this nigga think he is?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Samuels. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of time, thanking them to have much space to rumble.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Don't give up no dumb shit.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows?
See how he's
be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Doing good for a little second. Getting beside himself.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Gotta bring my weak partner back down to earth sometimes, man.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
You that weak, you would want that win too. Terrible. Terrible. Thought you was better than that, bro.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The big play to start them out. Has them at the 45 already. Here's Trubisky.
Ooh, look at that alert guy. Look at the alert guy right there.
The
oh
safety,
my
Terrell
goodness.
Edmonds picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
50's a month. 50's a month.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh,
try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit his safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. On 3rd down, Swift, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
I think he just said all the last games has started already.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And the catch made by Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll look to throw.
That's P.I., brother. That's P.I.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. They were looking for Johnson that time. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
After the interception, here's Trubisky.
Yeah, user swap. That's user swap.
It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Trubisky. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. The catch made by Miller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Got to run some exotic shit.
From the gun, it's Trubisky.
And
he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Yeah,
This D
man,
wanted to put it away
back.
before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1.
Oh, I hesitated.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards into Chicago 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
You gotta be a stinky lady.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
All right. I need my youngster to get one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Trubisky to throw. His throw incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Trubisky will throw.
Nigga.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected for the second week in a row?
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. He's picked up just shy of midfield. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Trubisky. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky.
Give me that. Oh, two-handed.
Knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
198. Watch 98. 98's Mike. I'm coming for you.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete to Washington. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Returning it is Moore.
Oh, wait.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened things up there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team. Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go play action with Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike 5-5, Mike 65, Mike 5-5. Let's get it together.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. It's complete. It's Miller. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Go get it. Go get it.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. One last shot for Trubisky. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the